up? It's Misha, back at you with a new video. I'm gonna be raw with you guys for a minute. What most people don't know is that I was in a relationship for almost a year, and I've never been in a relationship before. I really know how, or didn't really know how they worked. I didn't even know if I could feel strong enough about someone to want to fully commit to them. And then I met this guy who was funny and sweet and kind and genuine, and I thought I met my Prince Charming, the guy that I could see forever with. And the crazy thing is that it can go from, a relationship could go from being so good and so happy and so blissful to being the most toxic thing that you've ever experienced in your life. And for me, I guess he love bombed me, and for me it was like, how could somebody do this, and this and make me feel like this, and then the next second make me feel like the worst I've ever felt or the smallest I've ever felt in my life. And before I was ever in a relationship, I would look down at girls who, like, when they would talk about their guy treating them so badly and like them staying, I'd be like, girl, why are you staying? Like, that's stupid, just leave. And not that easy. You see all these advice videos about if he's doing this, and this, he's toxic and you need to leave. But it's not that easy to just leave a relationship, especially when saw a future for it. Saying goodbye is like the hardest thing, right? So I wanted to talk about how I got over my toxic relationship, and these are the 5 things I used to help me get over it. Now, saying that, I want to put a disclaimer out here. Healing takes time. It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to do these things once and it's going to be fixed. That's just not how the world works, and that's just not how emotions work. And I'm a Scorpio, right? So I feel deeply, but I don't show how I feel most of the time. I'm pretty good at keeping it to myself or holding my feelings inside, which makes it very hard when you're alone, because that's when you go in like downward spirals about, could I have done this better? Did I do this? Did I say this? Could I have said, like, all these things in your mind, like, what could I have done differently? And honestly, that's not your fault. None of it is your fault. So the first thing that I did to help get over my relationship is I cried. You have to mourn something that's lost, whether that be a person, whether it be an animal or an idea. You have to mourn. You have to go through a period of mourning. Now, I always see all these people saying, like, go out, get your mind off of it. But you know what? That in itself, you just came out of something toxic. You're not going to fix it with more toxicity. You have to mourn the loss of the idea of this person in you forever. You have to mourn the idea of the fact that you're going to be alone a lot more. And being alone is hard. Especially, like, for me, I live alone. I have my dog, but I live alone. And the silence kind of gets you when you're used to this person always either being here or you're always there. So take some time, heal, mourn, cry. Honestly, that helped me, I feel like, move on. I took a week and I just, like, let myself feel it all. And if you know me, feeling is not my specialty. So the fact that I let myself do that, I think, really helped me get over him faster. The second thing I did was self-reflect. How can I use this experience to better myself in any way? How can I use this to move forward and learn for the future? I'm definitely a kind of person who, I'm always wanting to grow and get better. And I use instances where I was hurt, or maybe I hurt somebody, to make myself better. And I know for a fact that I am not the most perfect person and I can always get better. So I learned from this. How could I have communicated better in this relationship for my next one? Did I let my walls down too fast? Did I open up too quickly? Did I what did I do that I could, one, use to protect myself in the future, but also to be a better partner for someone else later down the road? Self-reflection is incredibly important. Number 3, I took myself on dates. I got myself cute and I went and got something to eat. I took myself to a movie. I dated Tamisha. I needed Tamisha to feel like she mattered, that she was loved, that she was cared about, like that. I deserved that. And if a guy can't make you feel more special than you can make yourself feel, he shouldn't be added to your life, right? So that's something that I'm trying to learn, is how can I treat me well, to the fact where a guy has to surpass how I treat myself to be good enough for me to commit to again. That way I'm not settling, because I got so used to that person being around me that I settled. And I let him get away with a lot of things that I wouldn't let most people get away with. And a lot of my friends were telling me that, like, you would have never tolerated this, you would have never tolerated that. But the difference before was I've never been in love before. I've never had feelings for anyone before. So it's easy to dismiss somebody when you don't care about them. But I'm a ride or die type chick. So when I care about you, I care a lot. And I want to do anything I can to help you and care about you and be there for you. And when someone's going through something, like, I want to help them. If you can hear the lawnmower, guys, I apologize. But yeah, he was going through some stuff and I wanted to be the one who could take it away. And that's not my job, nor is it something that I should put pressure on myself to do. So in that aspect, I could be better. Number 4, surround yourself with great people. While you're healing, it's good to laugh and smile and enjoy life and remember what life was like before this person. I have the best people around me. I truly have the best friends, best family, co-workers who are so encouraging and loving with me. And they were gentle with me, but they also gave it to me straight. And I think that's what you need around you, people who can love you, but also give it to you so that you can learn from it. And the fact that my friends and my family were just showing me so much love, because again, I'm not an emotional person, I'm not a crier. And so obviously I was going through it, and for them they didn't really know how to console me, because I'm not that person. I don't cry, I don't, do all that. And they managed very well and made me feel very loved and cared for. And so having the right people around you matters so much. And then number 5, forgive them. A toxic relationship can scar you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and there's no way to move forward in a relationship or with yourself, or to be able to be in a new, happy, healthy relationship until you forgive the person. It's easy to hold on to all that hurt or make that hurt make you build walls, but that's not how. It's the next person you meet, it's not their fault that that person was toxic to you. So you can't move on and be fully healed and happy from a toxic relationship until you forgive them, regardless if they actually apologize or not. Because in the grand scheme of things, you're the only person being damaged by the hurt and holding on to it, which is something that Todd from Transformation Church talked about earlier this year when he was talking about Forgiveness University. The only person who's being affected by the toxic relationship and holding on to it and not forgiving is you. And you're blocking your own blessings by doing that. And so I strongly encourage you to forgive. And regardless of what you believe, I'm a Christian. I'm choosing to give those hurts and that pain to God, because I can't hold it alone, and I can't help myself heal alone. But I have to forgive him. And I don't want to make it sound like he was a terrible person, because he's still a really great guy. We just weren't great together. That's something that it took me a bit to realize. Is it's easy to point fingers and put someone else down, but like, it takes two in a relationship. And I am not perfect, and I have said things that I shouldn't have said, but I also have to forgive myself for those things and learn from them, just like I have to forgive him. So I encourage you guys to do that. Try those 5 steps. Again, it's a process. It's not gonna be instantaneous. It's not gonna heal overnight, but at least you can start the healing process and be able to move on, so that you can grow and become the person that you're supposed to be. I can feel that Tamisha coming, the person that I'm supposed to be, and I don't know, I feel like I'm really gonna like her, and I hope you guys like her too. One thing I've learned in this whole thing is that I can feel and I can love, and there's a possibility for me to fall for someone else, whoever that may be in the future. One day I can say I'm in love again, and I'm happy, and it's healthy, and for that I can't wait. And I hope that for the same thing for you guys, as soon as you get over your toxic relationship. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tamisha. I hope this helped you, and that you want to stay around. So subscribe if you haven't already. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you know someone who's going through a breakup of a toxic relationship, send them this video. Hopefully this will help them and encourage them. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.